And we're back with another video on automations, this time on release milestone tagging, user story QA reviews and team member utilization allocations and tracking, all while using automations to speed up these lengthy processes. Before automations, a program manager or product owner, for example, would need to manually tag these features from the backlog and then drag them over manually to the release burndown board. Well, this is quite time consuming for them to do, so we can set up an automation to speed this up. True release and milestone tagging and tracking is achieved by simply tagging the features or user stories in a product backlog and then having those cards automatically added to the corresponding release or milestone boards and columns. So let's do this. So we need to go to Options, Automations, any field change. When a card field changes, and we need the tag to be release 1, and we need the action to be to add to board, and we need to add it to the release burndown board, and we need that to be in to do. So now we can save that. So now when we tag this newest feature, it will be added automatically to the release burndown board. And there we go. So now that we've set this up, we can look into saving even more time for the QA analysts on a Scrum team. Embedded QA analysts on a Scrum team, especially on remote and distributed teams, need to know when a user story is ready for them to review in order to quickly discover sprint-found bugs and provide fast feedback to the rest of the development team. This is so time-consuming and is often missed, slowing down the entire development process because the developers must manually notify the QA analyst that the user story is ready for their review and manually add the card to the QA review board. So the goal here is that when any user story is ready for review, the QA analyst should be automatically assigned, notified, and have the card automatically appear on their review board. Also, once approved, the user story should automatically move to ready for product owner review on the Scrum's team board. This minimizes the QA review bottleneck and speeds the resolution of found bugs, team feedback, and time to delivery. And to achieve this, we just need 3 different automations. So we'll go to the Options menu, Automations, when card is assigned status, and we want to send a notification here. We need the status to be ready for QA review, and we need the message to inform the QA member that the card is ready to be reviewed. And then assign the QA. Now the message automation is complete, so now we need to create the next one. We need when card changes status, and we need to assign the member. And we need both those statuses there, and we need ready for QA review. Now we need to make sure the QA member is assigned. So for the final one, we just need when card changes status to add to board. And we need the statuses to be to do and in development, and we need the final status to be ready for QA review. And we need this to be added to the QA review board in to do. So now those are all set up, let's see this live in action. Perfect. Finally, how can we manage team member utilization allocations and tracking? It's important for program managers, scrum masters, development directors, and producers to know existing and future allocations for all team members, often across multiple scrum teams. They also need to track discipline capacity versus scope. Without automations, this is quite a manual process and difficult to visualize without time-consuming manual tracking, assigning, and user story movement across multiple boards. Now if we choose when card changes status and set this up so that when the status changes from any of the other columns or statuses to a status, and we also choose assigned member and unassigned member, When a card changes status, the automation will unassign and assign members based on the work allocation of each member. Stay tuned for more videos on automations, and good luck with Favro.